Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to Game Day in the Region on the Region Sports Network. Streaming worldwide on the internet at facebook.com/regionsports, youtube.com/regionsports, and regionsports.com. We come to you today from Highland High School as the Steiner Homes presents the Griffith Panthers taking on the Kankakee Valley Cougars in the opening round of the Highland Holiday Hoopfest. I'm Michael Brandon. I'll have the play-by-play for today's game, and joining me with the color analysis, the one and only Johnny Ryan. Good morning, Johnny.
Good morning, Michael. It's great to be back for a second morning of holiday hoops. We're going to expect some good, fast-paced basketball, just as we did on yesterday morning/afternoon, and let's get it going pretty soon. Yeah,
I'm ready to go. We had a great day of basketball yesterday. Saw some good teams playing some good basketball, and we expect the same for four new teams today. This one between the Griffith Panthers and the Kankakee Valley Cougars, and then we got Whiting and Munster coming up in just a little bit. We will have that game right here on the Region Sports Network as well, and then we will have the nightcap a little bit later on in the evening. Coverage of the 2020 Highland Holiday Hoopfest is presented by Steiner Homes. Steiner Homes, Northwest Indiana's home builder authority. This one should be a good one. Now, one thing you got to keep in mind, if you're just joining us, you didn't tune in yesterday at all. First off, where were you? Second of all, one big similarity between both or all of these teams coming into this tournament is that they're all affected by this COVID crisis. We're all affected by the COVID crisis. However, the teams are going to be facing different challenges in that games are going to be postponed. Guys are going to be in quarantine or going to have to, stay home because of close contacts, whatever it might be. It's hard to find a rhythm. It's hard to keep things consistent as we start this season, and it's probably going to be throughout the season as well. So a lot of these guys coming in with not too many games played. I know last year we came in, there's probably at least 7 or 8 games that are played. These guys are coming in with 4 or 5, really starting to get their feet wet in this tournament.
Yeah, Michael, I would agree. The challenging times are difficult for all of us, especially the teams with a lot of younger players. So at this point in time, some of the guys that won't necessarily or didn't necessarily have the opportunity to play as much will have it due to the other factors that are taking place with the contact tracing or guys just being out for whatever reasons.
Yeah, it's going to be all hands on deck. If you're on JV, your name's likely to be called. If you're on freshman, your name could be called. You never know. So you got to be game ready at all times. And, despite the wintry weather yesterday, even if you are in quarantine or at home and you can't participate in practices or whatever it might be, you got to still stay in shape, though. Got to still keep those legs moving. Read an article of a player from another school that just said it's kind of taken a little time to get my feet warmed up because when I was in quarantine, I didn't leave the house very much. So that's one thing that's going to have to be keen as well, is how these guys are going to be conditioned for these games as well. And what better time to kind of get your feet wet, figure out what you are as a team, than coming into a tournament like this, the Highland Holiday Hoopfest, brought to you by Steiner Homes. You get 3 games automatically, 3 games, and it's a really good chance to figure out what kind of team you are or to grow and develop. Say, okay, these are the things that we know we need to do well or that we need to do better at, and then fix them for 2 more games or by the last game.
Yeah, I would say it's a great job by Highland putting on a tournament that guarantees 3 games. So all the teams, they'll come in, they'll have things to work on as they leave the tournament, but to get a guarantee of 3 games is pretty awesome. And they can look forward to the rest of their season and building on this tournament.
All right, we will step aside for just a moment. We'll talk about these two. We'll go in-depth on these 2 teams a little bit in just a moment. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Tonight's Game Night in the Region broadcast is brought to you by Steiner Homes, Northwest Indiana's home builder authority. Strachan Van Til, your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters. Build your future. The Crow Companies, your insurance superheroes. Great Lakes Roofing, one commercial roofing contractor. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop. Boilermakers Local 374, earn while you learn. Four Seasons Mechanical, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialists. Region Mortgage, making getting a mortgage easier than before. Your local Family Express convenience stores. Traditions Restaurant and Pub. Great food, great drinks, great fun. Equipped to excel, providing superior tutoring services for your children.
Welcome back to Highland High School as we get set for the Highland Holiday Hoopfest, brought to you by Steiner Homes. We're getting set between Griffith and Kankakee Valley. But before we get to that, let's look at our Wednesday morning forecast, brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Today's forecast, well, since I even checked a minute ago, it has dropped a degree. 35 degrees and cloudy outside. It is not. It's not pretty outside. That frozen precipitation stuff that we talked about yesterday, that fell last night, and I'm not a big fan of that stuff. But I mean, it's nice to look at. It's pretty, whatever. But I don't like the cold. I'm just not a cold fan myself. But it feels like 27 degrees, and it's only going to drop from here on out the rest of the day, unfortunately. So that is your forecast, brought to you by Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. All right, let's look at these two teams here. You got the Griffith Panthers. They're going to be the visiting team coming out here. They are one of the more successful teams in this over the years in this tournament. They lost in the opening round of the tournament last year to Munster, who we will see later on today. They ended up finishing 5th in the tournament. But they have won this tournament on numerous occasions, and their program is very solid. It's elite, and they're trying to keep pace with it. They're coming in 2-2 on the season this year already. They have played some tough opponents so far. Teams like Maryville that are really, really good. Hammond Clark is a lot better than I think people think. It was a 62-12 win, but that, first games of the season, a lot of postponements already as well. A really close game against Bishop Knoll, but what better way to kind of get things started with a holiday tournament?
Yeah, I would agree, partner. Speaking of Coach, prior to his team coming out for warm-ups, he was just really emphasizing on the fact that they've had consistent practice times and schedules. They really haven't been affected by too much, and he wants to, in his first season here, build off of some of these games, such as this tournament and the other key wins that they've had against Bishop Knoll and Clark.
Well, it had to be interesting because Coach Josh Bellamini is, like you said, in his first year, 2-2 this year, 7th overall as a head coach, and he came from Bishop Knoll, where that was the last win for Griffith was against Bishop Knoll, a 59-51 victory. So he can at least go back and say to his old school and say, see, I can still win even against you guys.
Yeah, that's always a little pride factor there when you can go back to the old school and get a victory no matter how it comes.
Last time these two teams, and I'm talking about Griffith and Kankakee Valley, last time these two teams met up was back on February 17th, 2017, and Griffith got a 74-42 win over the Cougars. 6 sectional titles in program history, 2 regionals, 1 semi-state win, and 1 state appearance back in 2015. And that was a fun run for the Griffith Panthers. I know the community was really out and about that. It was a fun year to watch some of those players do their thing. We'll talk about Kankakee Valley here in just a moment as they come in 1-5 on the year, 9-14 last year, so they're trying to improve on things, get a few more wins than they did last year. They are coming off of a win against North Newton, a 75-60 victory. I went back a few years to try to see who's all participated in this Holiday Hoops Fest over the last few years. Didn't really see Kankakee Valley involved in that, so Kankakee Valley really kind of a first-timer. They may have gone, years past down the road, but really kind of a first-timer in this Holiday Hoops Fest. So excited to see them and see what kind of action that they got flying out here today.
They played against some tough competition as well, so it'll be interesting to see how they face up against Griffith this morning.
Yeah, they have had some tough competition. Couts, Morgan Township, Valpo, and Drain, very tough opponents. You get the Wireman brothers in that Couts team. Definitely tough opponents for sure. Got to go back a little while before you find a win against the Griffith program. But Kankakee Valley, got to go back to 2013. Got a 63-46 victory against the Griffith, so they're looking to turn things around with that today. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Griffith Panthers, hitting the floor, number 11, Alex Siriano. And then number 14, Jakari Phillips. Number 23, A.J. Ladendorf. Number 24, Peyton Thomas. And then number 33, Freddie Striezzo. Strezzo, excuse me. And now for the Kankakee Valley Cougars. Coming out number 4, Camden Webster. Number 11, Elijah Cardin. Number 21, Luke Andre. Number 30, Will Sampson. And number 33, Nick Mikash.
The Cougars are coached by Mr. Bill.
All right, so we are just about set for opening tip here at the Highland Holiday Hoopfest to get things going and kind of rounding out our 2020 year that hasn't been fun for a lot of people, but we're going to try to close it out the best way we know how with some hoops.
No better way than closing it out with some good holiday hoops.
Ball is up and it's controlled, and it's going to be an early. They might redo this one here. Trying to control the opening tip. Take 2. And this one controlled by Kankakee Valley. An early attack to the rim and an early foul.
That was a nice sequence and setup there off the jump ball. I don't really see many high school teams do that anymore. But good job for Kankakee on there.
Camden Webster just flying to the basket to try to get the early attempt there. The foul was called on Jakari Phillips.
I guess the key is winning the tip, right?
Absolutely. And 1 of 2, and another early whistle, and they'll give it to Griffith here. 5 seconds on the clock have gone off, and a 1-0 score. Just how everyone envisioned starting a basketball game. An early foul.
We'll see how Griffith handles this press by Kankakee, full court press.
It certainly is tough right off the bat. Loses the basketball. And we got guys on the floor, and
now that Griffith has seen the press, they're going to have to do a better job with their press breaker.
there you imagine Coach Bellamini will draw something up here in the next timeout. Give this to Phillips. Phillips going to try to drive out of trouble here. Comes up near half court. Got to save it there. Long pass out into the corner. Here's a feed down to Thomas. Thomas off the window.
Good job for Thomas. He caught it and went right to the basket and got a layup.
So Kankakee coming back down in transition. A 2-1 ball game here. 7:18 left to go in the opening quarter. Right off the window. And getting it to roll, number 33, Nick Mikash.
Looks like Griffith is going to play some man-to-man. They're going to have to do a better job with protecting that baseline.
Yeah, they need to find the person in the middle or on the outlet there. Trying to drive in, going to the lane. That one blocked up top, but to clean it up is Striezzo. Keeping it in the paint here, Griffith. They're going to call the offensive charge.
I'll tell you, that's one thing about having pressure, the way that Kankakee is pressuring Griffith right now. They're going to have to really calm down and settle into this game because the pressure has the tendency to speed you up.
All right, 6:50 left to go in the opening quarter. Phillips has already picked up 2 early fouls in this one for the Griffith Panthers.
Bishop Knowles switched their, partner Griffith has switched their defense to a 2-3 zone.
Trying to feed it right down into the baseline there for Freddie Striezzo. I'm sorry, that's Nick Mikash, wrong team.
Good job for Kankakee getting the ball to the middle of that zone.
Thomas had it there. Now he's going to give out to the top of the key here. Leidendorf off to Striezzo. Underneath was Siriano, but he wasn't able to get it. He's going to try to box up here, or try to muscle up here to get a shot. No good. Kankakee comes down with it. As Webster. Cardin back to Webster. Webster thought about pulling up for that 3. Wanted to give at least the look or the fake. Mikash gives out to Webster. Webster's shot is just off the mark, and another foul going to be called
That's good
against Griffith
patience.
here.
Good patience from Kankakee in that zone, swinging the ball, getting the defense to shift. And that's exactly what you want to do against the zone. You want to move the ball without so much dribbling to get the defense to move.
Peyton Thomas called for the foul down in the paint. Give us to Cardin, who puts it up off the window, gets a nice roll.
Good job for Cardin. He's really springy, and I thought he was actually going to go up and tip that one in. Came down with it and went right back up.
Bringing it up the floor, Leidendorf. Trying to ride the baseline. They're going to call a double dribble and a turnover against the Panthers.
This could be the difference in the game, partner, here with Kankakee running, jumping, trapping in the half-court set as well.
Elijah Cardin going to bring it up the floor, find this 2-3 zone, figure out something here. And an unforced, I shouldn't say unforced, it was a little bit forced, but just an errant pass that goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Mikash has really got to take his time there. He actually had a layup, but didn't look at the basket at all.
Long pass into the corner, trying to feed it again to Thomas, but Thomas going to have to dribble out of some trouble. This one tipped out of bounds by KV.
Good job by Kankakee keeping the pressure on. Griffith is definitely going to have to take their time and make some good passes, ball fake to make a pass.
Stuck in the corner there. He is definitely out of bounds there. Backcourt violation.
The pressure from Kankakee isn't letting up at all.
Yeah, no, they are pushing big time.
Griffith is going to have to identify a ball handler in this pressure.
Feed down right on the baseline, and the jumper good by Mikash.
There's Mikash again in that short corner.
Early 6 points and a turnover at midcourt. The feed in the potential reverse, but no good. Andre. This one rebounded by Cardin. Gives back out to Andre. And Mikash going to travel. And now we got a timeout called here by Griffith. And it'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. The pace of play, certainly quick, and I think right now that favors KV. But the full court pressure has really given Griffith some fits here.
Couldn't have said it better, partner. I would say the favor represents Kankakee Valley as well. They're playing to their strength, which is to get out, pressure you, get in the lanes in transition, and get some easy buckets. And right now they're doing that to Griffith.
It is a 9-2 lead for KV with 4:20 left to play. 6 of those points, 6 of the 9 come to Nick Mikash.
Mikash is going to be a key guy for them this morning with the short corner running he's doing. And if he just looks at the basket, most times when he catches the ball, he's going to be really, really productive down in the paint for Kankakee.
Kent Hamstra in the game for Griffith.
See how Griffith handles this pressure coming out of a timeout.
Keep looking at the wrong side. Prince Johnson. Number 15 for Griffith, excuse me. And they're going to call the travel, although they might go with a foul, but they call a travel. So that bucket no good for Griffith.
I haven't been able to identify a ball handler for Griffith at this point. Looks like they're going to do that by committee this morning. And whatever works for them, I guess that's what they'll do.
Trying to get out of this 2-3 zone. Try to feed it to the middle, but saved by Cardin there. Trying to feed Days. 4. Blocked up top. That was Camden Webster. Got blocked, and he'll head back to the line.
Great job by Cam Webster. He was able to turn off of the weak side and cut to the basket, and he ultimately got fouled.
First free throw attempt is good. 2 of 3 from the line already today. He had the opening point of the game for KV. Don't forget, after the game, we'll name the Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. Crowd Companies have offices open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. Griffith comes down with it in transition. Give us to King.
Again, Kankakee was able to speed Griffith up, which caused the turnover. Griffith definitely is going to have to get someone in the middle of the floor.
So here comes KV down now. Give us to 34 Days. Able to get that one to fall down.
That was a good dive by Days.
13-2 your score. Trying to get around this tough full court pressure here. This one's stolen away by Cardin. The feed ahead to Days. Days going to pull up right off the window. Can't get it to fall. He's going to get the rebound. Looking for a foul call. There's nothing. And the referee on the baseline giving a warning to the Griffith bench right off the bat.
It's a good job by KV. Get it out in transition at this point. Let's see what they can get here.
Nice shot put up by Mikash. Another couple of points. Give him 8 early on here in this one.
Good job by Mikash. He's never stopped running and got right to the front of the rim for a layup.
Stolen away again. This one, another foul committed against Griffith, and the foul will be on A.J. Ladendorf.
KV is really anticipating those passes coming from Griffith. Right there, almost got the N1.
2:33 left to play. First free throw for Cardin is good. At the conclusion of today's game, we'll name the play of the game presented by IKORCC. Build your future. And 2 for 2 for Elijah Cardin.
Here it is. They have to have someone in the middle of that to show themselves.
Siriano tried to get to the middle. This one picked off, though.
Good deflection for KV there.
Give us to Cardin. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Griffith. Thomas was able to come down with that one. Here goes Phillips to the window. Not able to get it. And here comes KV back down in transition. Give us to Days. Days loses it. Picked up by Phillips. Phillips going to bring it down the floor. He's got Siriano, but he's going to take it himself. They're going to call the charge. No, I'm sorry. They are going to call the block.
KV has to do a better job of getting back in transition defense, partner.
I thought I saw the fist go forward as to indicate the charge, but no, they give the block. Siriano knocks the first one down. 17-3, 1:58 left to play in this opening quarter. Two for 2 now for Siriano. Only scores for Griffith so far, Siriano with those 2 free throws, and then Peyton Thomas early in the game. This one picked off nicely, reading the skip pass.
That was a good deflection there by Phillips as he got his hand in the passing lane. Looks like Griffith is going to stay in that zone.
Timeout called by KV. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. So what are you drawing up here? If you're Griffith right here, Johnny, what are you drawing up for Griffith? Because they need to get some baskets here to try to pull this within. You want to try to pull this within 10 by the time you get to halftime, correct?
Yeah, but I think the main thing here is to create some identity on the defensive end before you can do anything else. They're all over the floor. They're in man. They're in zone. I think coach is just looking for an identity right now defensively in order to create some easy offense.
Okay. Certainly control of the basketball is going to be key here for both teams down the stretch, and it seems to be favoring KV. They're able to get into those pass lanes. This is a pass inbounds to Riley Jordan. Trying to get some pressure as you see Griffith putting up a little bit of pressure now. Still in that 2-3 zone. 3 ball put up. That was Caden Dykhusen. This one picked off.
There's another good deflection by KV there.
Ekash trying to put one back up. He gets fouled, though, this time by Daquan King.
Mikash is doing a really, really solid job with running the floor and getting easy looks out of their transition offense.
So Mikash will head to the line. He's already got 8 points on the day. At the conclusion of today's game, we'll name the Great Lakes Roofing Blue Collar Player of the Game. Brought to you by Great Lakes Roofing, Chicagoland's #1 commercial roofing contractor. One for 2 from the free throw line for Nick Mikash. Let's see what Griffith can do here, trying to get around this full court pressure. Long pass inbounds here across the court to Strazo.
They did a better job of breaking the press that time.
Sarang tries to get that one up to go. The rebound, though, comes down to Griffith. Another opportunity for Griffith that not able to go. It looked like it was Daquan King in there.
Looks like Griffith is settling in now on that press break. Let's see what they can do out of this baseline out of bounds.
Looking to Striazzo. 3-point basket put up by Phillips.
That's a good stop and pop there by Phillips. He got 2 free throws to get him going, and we should look for him to start making a quick run here for Griffith in the next coming 40 seconds or so.
42 seconds left to go in this one, 18-6. KV could hold for the last possession if they really want, but they're looking to attack the rim as Mikash grabs another field goal.
There's Mikash again. You can find him around the basket in this early first quarter.
23 seconds to go here. Sarang going to try to go onto the baseline with 18 seconds to go. He does get fouled, though. Let's see who the number is. That's Mikash, who will pick up his first foul.
Just looking to see if Griffith will opt to take the last shot of the quarter.
16.6 left here in the quarter. Sarang. Looks like they probably will try to hold for the last at least. Try to give to Phillips at half court, and that's definitely going to be a foul as Caden Decusin came in and almost tackled him like a linebacker, Johnny.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to foul a guy 40 feet away from the basket with 8 seconds to go.
Right. 8.2 on the clock. Luke Andre will come onto the floor. Give us to Thomas. Now back to Phillips. Phillips going to try to attack the rim. He puts up a shot, and he gets fouled on his way there. Look like the foul might be on Andre. We'll see from the official.
That's a good drive by Phillips, getting to the basket. A few plays back, he got to the free throw line, made both free throws, got a quick jump shot, and now another attack to the basket.
Jakari Phillips makes the first one.
We talked about an identity partner. It looks like Jakari Phillips is going to be that guy for Griffith in this game today.
And 2 for 2 for Jakari Phillips, give him 5 points. KV going to push here, pulls up for a 3 at the buzzer. That was Matt Caldwell. But the first quarter comes to an end. KV 20, Griffith 8. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Try to build a home that is really going to catch your attention and you're going to love it from the get-go. And we want it to have curb appeal. We want it to be welcoming. We want it to be warm, to feel like that's a place I want to live. We really enjoy our homes and we think you would too. We look forward to sitting down with you and you have a great holiday.
Think all superheroes wear capes? The ones we know wear name badges, aprons, visors, and even during long shifts, they wear smiles. These superheroes are you, our Strack and Van Til associates, and we appreciate all you do, from sanitizing stores, keeping shelves stocked, and providing safe access to food. And when you're asked to go beyond the call of duty, you deliver. You're the unsung superheroes of grocery shopping, and we want to sing your praises. Strack and Van Til is the heart of the neighborhood, and you are the heart and soul of Strack and Van Til.
Welcome back to Highland High School for the Highland Holiday Hoopfest, brought to you by Steiner Homes. KV 20, Griffith 8, a whole new 8 minutes coming up as we round out the first half, as we start the second quarter here.
Looks like Griffith is packing it into the paint with a quick steal right out of the gate.
And we have a kick ball, so Griffith will keep it here.
I'm sure KV did not draw that up coming into the second quarter.
Yeah, they were not looking for an early turnover just like that.
Now that Griffith has kind of settled in, let's see how they react to this second quarter and this pressure from KV.
This is Leidendorf trying to drive all the way through the lane. He turns it over there as he lost the handle of it. So 2 turnovers, 20 seconds into the game. Here's Cardin for 3. He connects.
It's a good shot by Cardin. He stepped into it and knocked it down.
Long pass here as Thomas losing possession at the free throw line. Just gives a Cardin here, and he gets that one to go. 5 points already in the second quarter to start things up.
Good finish for Cardin. He kept his eyes on the rim the entire time.
He's got 5 points in the second quarter, 4 in the first, to give him 9 total.
Griffith is going to have to do a better job with handling this pressure. You got to fake a pass to make a pass there.
Long pass to Thomas right underneath the basket. He's able to put it home.
Good job for Griffith there. They were able to see right over the top and get a layup by Thomas.
Trying to get it down to the baseline. Stolen away by Griffith, though. Here comes Leidendorf in the paint. Gives to Thomas underneath. Turns. The jumper, or the short jumper, does fall.
Great drive by Leidendorf with that pressure. And a nice layup by Thomas there.
Pass in the corner to Andre. Hits the back of the iron. Rebound, though, comes to Caldwell. Back to Andre. Kind of puts up a one-handed shot. No good. He's going to come down with the rebound, though. And we're going to pull back out and set something up here offensively are the Cougars.
Griffith's got to do a better job rebounding there.
Dykusen all alone. Cuts underneath. Gets the reversal.
Anytime you can give a team 3 looks at it, you can guarantee one of those looks are gonna count.
This one picked off on a jumping card in there to almost turn this one over, but it goes out of bounds, so Griffith will keep it.
Griffith, they're gonna have to emphasize some ball fakes with this pressure because KV is jumping at everything right now, and they're getting a ton of deflections.
Prince Johnson will check out, and Ja'Cory Phillips will check in for the Panthers. The give is to Phillips. 5:50 left to go. Phillips trying to put up a shot, and they're going to call the offensive charge.
Phillips was just a little out of control there. He got past his man. He should have pulled up for a short jump shot.
So that is already, we are with 5:47 left to go in the second quarter. Phillips has already picked up 3 fouls, so certainly in foul trouble.
Kudos to KV. They're stepping in there and they're taking those charges square on.
Long skip pass, that was to Webster. Now right underneath was Dykusen.
It was a great pass by Cardin. He was able to see right over the top of the defense. But if you notice one thing, KV never put the ball on the floor to make passes.
Going to try to drive forward there. This one picked off by KV. Dykusen again. Tries to dunk it looked like, but gets fouled on his way up.
To those youngsters out there, always stay on your feet to make a pass. Don't leave your feet to make any passes because you can't utilize your effectiveness in the air.
Strazo got called for the foul, so Dykehusen heads to the line, misses the first free throw. 5:15 left to play.
Good screen out there by Thomas off of the free throw line.
This one picked off by KV again. They are really getting into the passing lanes, but Griffith comes right back with it. Turn, fire by Leidendorf.
Good job by Leidendorf playing more under control there and getting to a shot that he was more familiar with.
Carden at the top of the key, waiting for something to get set up here. Wait for his team to get to where they're supposed to be. Patience can be key. Dykehusen now to Sampson. Sampson for three. Or did they give him two? Two.
They gave him two on that one. That was a good pin down screen by Carden and a good knockdown there. Good patience by KV so far.
So Leidendorf with the bounce pass. Try to get it into Thomas. That shot put up no good. They're going to say it was out of bounds as Webster still had possession of it. He came down, and I thought the official was going to come in from the far end and say no, but he's just saying, hey, let's wait.
That was a good defensive possession by KV. Sampson went vertical. Anytime you're vertical with your hands up, you give yourself an opportunity not to be called for a foul.
Trying to feed it underneath near the baseline. This shot put up off the window by Leidendorf.
Leidendorf is really finding his way into the paint in this second quarter.
Attacking the rim all the way to the window is Carden.
There's Carden again. Carden is KV's pretty much do-it-all guy. I can see that now, partner.
He's got 11 here in this first half. 3:47 left to play in the first half. Leidendorf hands off to Sarang. Thomas. Almost getting the interception there, but instead it's going to be the foul as they were trying to get it to Daquan King.
It was just a little over pursuit by Andre. He doesn't have to pressure the guy out 35 feet away from the basket, which now puts them in the penalty.
Right, so 3:28 left to play. Foul is on Andre, and it will send King to the line. We talked yesterday about how you're the most effective as a shooter when you're catching the ball near the three-point line. If you're far out, like if you're near the volleyball line, you're not a threat to score.
I agree, partner, because as the ball swings, you should be able to pick up some slack and get right into your shooting range and be ready to catch and shoot.
Front end of a 1-and-1 is no good, so KV comes down with it. Trying to feed it underneath. Oh, and a nice shot put up by Hayden Days.
Good job by Days. He's a lefty, so he was able to turn over that right shoulder and get a short hook.
He's got 4 points early on in this one. Cameron Sarang. Trying to swing to the left, but still got a lot of pressure by this KV defense.
KV is really extending that defense right now, which is making it difficult for Griffith to run any set.
So Griffith going to call a timeout. We'll keep it right here as it's the 32nd timeout. I'm liking the pace of play in this one. Yeah, I mean, Griffith not able to knock everything down, but they were most effective when they were kind of attacking Thomas down near the paint and right underneath the basket. And I feel like they're trying to get away from that, but they're just trying to get it across midcourt, really.
Yeah, the pace has really picked up a bit, but KV has not scaled back on their pressure at all. And unless Griffith is able to get some really good fundamental passes and some ball fakes, and we've seen Leidendorf get in the lane a few times. Unless they're able to do that, they're going to be stuck around the midcourt area.
So 2:50 to play here in this first half. The Highland Holiday Hoopfest, our game one. We'll have a doubleheader here in the morning half. We got some baseball coming up a little bit later, and then a double feature for the nightcap.
Let's see how Griffith closes out this last 2:40 of the second quarter.
Strazo taps that one out as Sarang almost had it. That was a nice potential save by Strazo. Webster attacking the basket. He falls down. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to stay right here with KV.
Webster a little out of control there. He's got to come down and knock down that little 8-footer. He's known to be a very good shooter, so coming down in control to knock that shot down.
Prince Johnson checks back in for the Panthers. Carding it away for his offense to get set up here. Webster pulls it out for three. Too strong on the shot. Rebound comes back to Days. Back to Carden. He's going to attack the rim. Bring it home.
There's Carden again with that straight line drive, straight down the middle of the lane. Griffith's going to have to do a better job of keeping him out of the paint.
Sarang on the left wing, going to try to drive inside the paint. Has to pull out, though. It's Thomas. They're starting to get that pass. It does go out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to stay with Griffith.
Griffith looks a little disoriented without Phillips in the game, so it'll be interesting to see these last few possessions of the second quarter.
Yeah, I agree. It's not flowing as easily. This one picked off in a passing lane again. Webster gives to Carden. Now out to Caldwell for three. No good there. Rebound does come down to KV. It was Sampson that saved it. Here's Webster right off the window.
It's a good job by KV, never giving up on the play. Sampson made a really good pass to Webster for a good turn off the left shoulder and layup.
87 seconds left to go in this one. King. Tough pressure, had to pick it up, gives now to Johnson.
KV is really extending that pressure.
Taking it all the way to the rim, does not find it home, but Griffith does come down with the rebound, tries to give it out. Here's Thomas trying to get that one to go. Another fight for the rebound, this one on the floor. We got bodies hitting the floor. Everybody's fighting for it. Long pass. This one's going to go out of bounds. It will be Griffith. Ooh, they're going to say it's going to be KV basketball.
That was a scrum for the loose ball. Good job by Carden picking it up and trying to advance it up the floor.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of confused because it was a KV player that threw that one out of bounds, and a three-point basket put up by Caldwell. I personally believe, I didn't see anybody tip it, so I thought that should have been Griffith ball personally, partner.
I agree. Carden with another good find for his teammate there.
35 seconds left to go. Can Griffith get a solid possession here to close things out? The feed underneath the basket, blocked.
Let's see if KV will take their time to get one shot with 20 seconds left of the quarter.
They got time, 15 seconds to go. I'm going to try to draw up something here around this zone.
That's a good flare screen there for Carden.
Going to give us to Days. Pulls it up for two, no good. Rebound does come down, and that is how the half will come to an end. 42-16 in favor of the Cougars. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The study help your child needs in school can be as close as your front door, thanks to Equip to Excel, a not-for-profit service providing extraordinary assistance to the communities of Chicagoland. E2E offers one-on-one tutoring in the convenience of your home or location of your choice. From kindergarten to 12th grade, tutors can help with any subject and teach the child habits and study skills that can last a lifetime. Want the best for your child? Contact Equip to Excel or visit our website at equiptoexceltutors.com today.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
Those drops of water coming from your ceiling can make a lasting impression on your home or business. Before the tide turns, call Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121. They work with your deadline, not theirs. From businesses to homeowners to property managers, the team of problem solvers at Great Lakes Roofing will be there fast and will exceed your expectations. And when the rain falls again, they will follow up to make sure that you're dry and comfortable. Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121 or on the web at GreatLakesRoof.com.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals, and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, there's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
At Region Mortgage, they're making getting a loan even easier than before. Secure a home purchase loan that utilizes today's great mortgage rates to make your dream home affordable. Go to region.mortgage to apply. It's quick and easy. Looking to lower your interest rate or monthly payment? Receive a quote on a home refinance that may help you save money. Just go to region.mortgage and click on the apply button or call 866-773-4466. Region Mortgage in Maryville, making getting a loan easier than before.
We try to build a home that is really going to catch your attention and you're going to love it from the get-go. And we want it to have curb appeal, we want it to be welcoming, we want it to be warm, to feel like that's a place I want to live. We really enjoy our homes and we think you would too. We look forward to sitting down with you and you have a great holiday.
Welcome back to the Highland Holiday Hoopfest, brought to you by Steiner Homes. Michael Brander, Johnny Ryan alongside. We're at halftime between Griffith and KV. And KV on top by 26, 42-16 is your halftime score. And that's, I'm going to say, mainly because of the fact that KV is putting on a full court pressure and Griffith does not have an answer for it.
I would say KV is in really, really good condition. Their players are in really good shape. They haven't left off of a beat with their pressure. I mean, whether it be full court, half court, and that's caused Griffith a lot of problems. I know one of the things Griffith will probably have to do, make those adjustments coming into the third quarter, but I would say try and get their best ball handlers out there on the floor. And with Phillips being in foul trouble, he's not going to be as aggressive as he would be able to, but you're going to have to do something to combat that pressure.
Well, one of the early successes for Griffith in the beginning parts of that game was to feed it down low to Peyton Thomas, and he's kind of almost been non-existent, but that's because Griffith is having a hard time even just getting it to that point in the floor.
Yeah, KV is doing a good job once in the half-court set. They're running and jumping because they know that Griffith, they don't really have strong ball handlers, so they're really preying on them to that aspect, and they're getting a lot of deflections, and deflections are really, really costly right now for the Griffith Panthers.
Meanwhile, for the Kankakee Valley Cougars, we do have a couple of double-digit scorers already, Elijah Carden and Nick Mikash. Thanks to a gentleman sitting in front of us for the change of pronunciation. I apologize to Nick for missing that a little bit earlier, but Carden and Mikash, 13 points for Carden, 11 for Mikash, and I mean, we didn't really see Nick in that second quarter at all, but we did see Carden come alive in that second quarter, and a lot of people scoring in that second quarter as well. Just, I mean, they're passing the ball well. They know how to play the zone, clearly, that Griffith is putting on them. And they're dissecting it. They're getting it down low in the paint. That was one reason why Nick Mikash was able to go, because they had, we talked about yesterday, a guy running the baseline and able to get open and free down on the lane.
Yeah, Mikash is doing a pretty good job of getting to the spots that he's most effective at. That's around the rim. That's the short corner. And KV does a really good job of feeding their guys where they're really strong at. He started off really early for them. Carden picked it up to the in the late first quarter to for the entire second quarter, which was very, very key for KV in their runs. He's a really strong guy once he's attacking that basket, and I look to see more of that here in the third quarter in the second half.
Well, they've already scored 42, and they typically score 51.8 points a game and give up 68. I'm not foreseeing that happening, but we could see a big change if Griffith can figure out how to dissect this this pressure that they're seeing. And I kind of was watching this KV team, and I'm thinking to myself, how is this team only 1-5? And then I went back and I looked. Oh, that's right. They played some really tough competition in Couts, Morgan Township, Valpo, and Drain. Some really, really tough teams early on here in the season.
Well, yeah, those experiences have been really well for them moving into this game, and I'm sure Coach Bill Shepard is very, very pleased with his team going into the half up 20-plus points.
Couldn't agree with you more. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the second half and the opening tip there. Well, it won't be an opening tip, but it'll be a pass-in, I guess. But we'll take a break. We'll come back with the second half. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
John serves our country on the weekends, but serves up pizza and high fives during the week. Up top! He has a passion for making high-quality, made-to-order pizzas. Yes! So she can grab dinner for the whole family in a matter of minutes, and this guy can enjoy his favorite toppings. Family Express, making fresh pies and giving high fives in your neighborhood. Pizza coming up!
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Welcome back to Highland High School. Highland Holiday Hoopfest, brought to you by Steiner Homes. On the web at steinerhomesltd.com. Just about 90 seconds until we start the second half here, Johnny. And I like the pace of this game. Griffith still tries to move the ball quickly when they can get it down the floor. I think transition might be a little bit something that they might have to work on a little bit coming into this second half. We talked about definitely using your best shooters. The problem is one of those guys, Jakari Phillips, in foul trouble, not able to get really on the floor. You're going to see a whole lot of playing time. I would think he's going to start this second half with 3 fouls and just kind of see how it goes from there.
Yeah, I know Griffith is probably going to look for Phillips to stay out of foul trouble and to really control the pace of the game for Griffith in this second half. Another thing as a coach that I would really look into is maybe trying to speed up KV, giving them a taste of their own medicine to see how they handle some pressure and to see if we can get some early turnovers and some points off of those turnovers.
Yeah, I often have heard that in the first few minutes of the third quarter, you're going to find out whether you're going to win or lose, or whether make a comeback at least. And I think if Griffith puts some pressure on here in this start to the second half, I think they might have some, like you said, early turnovers, and hopefully that leads to some points that they're going to definitely need here as they are down 26 here at the half. But Griffith can go on runs. We know that. This Griffith team is talented. They are 2-2 coming into the year. They can get things done. We know they can.
Yeah, they have a veteran coach, and I'm sure he's made some adjustments at the half, and he'll make more here in this third quarter and second half of this game. So it'll be anxious to see what they look like here now.
Will be the starting lineups again for both teams. So Siriano, Phillips, Leidendorf, Thomas, and Strazo for Griffith. Webster, Cardin, Andre, Sampson, and Mikash.
Looks like KV here is in their man-to-man defense.
So Griffith here trying to get an early bucket to try to get the second half started here. Leidendorf. This one stopped up top, but picked back up by Griffith.
Leidendorf kind of drove into no man's land there.
Leidendorf drives into some pressure.
Sampson has to do a better job of moving his feet laterally across the lane against Leidendorf there.
Phillips able to pick that one up. Will it stay in bounds? It will, thankfully.
Griffith is doing a better job of running a controlled set here with Phillips.
Siriano for 3.
It's a good job by Phillips. He got to the lane, kicked to the corner to Siriano for a wide open three. Now they just have to get back here in transition D.
Webster in the right place at the right time. Able to get that as it looked like Mikosh was going to lose that one. Trying to feed it down to him underneath, and he gets it to start the second half.
There's Mikosh again around the basket. They're going to have to do a better job of communicating defensively for Griffith.
Siriano moving to his left. Going to find Phillips in the corner. Phillips trying to ride the baseline. Going to pass out to Thomas underneath at the rim and knock it home.
It was a good drive by Phillips on the baseline.
Oh, Webster Thomas in transition all the way down there to make it an easy bucket for KV.
Griffith can't celebrate once they make a basket. They're going to have to sprint back on D.
Griffith here going to try to get something in. Thomas. Oh, right underneath and cutting to the basket was Leidendorf.
That was a good back cut by Leidendorf. KV was watching the ball. For you younger guys out there, don't ball watch, see man and ball.
Phillips stealing that one, but a foul going to be committed against Carden.
Great job by Griffith there. I can tell that coach made some adjustments coming out of the half into the third quarter. They picked up their defensive intensity in the half-court set.
Carden called for that foul. Here's Thomas. Gonna try to get around here as he goes to the top of the key and rolling to his right. And a pass goes out of bounds by Strazo.
That was just poor spacing there by Griffith. They're going to have to space the floor better and not crunch up each other there, and that's what made that pass so difficult.
Carden fields to Mikosh.
Good half-court defense here by Griffith. They're talking more, communicating.
Mikosh going to fight his way right to the rim. Does not go. The tip out, though, does fall to Griffith. So Leidendorf going to bring it right up the floor. He's going to take it all the way coast to coast and score.
Good job by Leidendorf. KV has to do a better job of stopping the ball before he gets to the basket.
We've seen Webster pull up for a couple of threes. This time he puts up a right-handed floater, and it falls down.
Good job by Webster on that floater there.
Griffith's definitely playing with some optimism here and playing fast, playing hard. That's a bucket you need, though. Thomas has got to finish that one.
Yeah, they've sped the game up there.
Carden feeding Webster.
There's Webster again on that baseline.
We'll see here. I didn't see if it was going to be a 30 or a full. So it'll be a full timeout, so we will step aside. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Try to build a home that is really going to catch your attention and you're going to love it from the get-go. And we want it to have curb appeal. We want it to be welcoming. We want it to be warm, to feel like that's a place I want to live. We really enjoy our homes and we think you would too. We look forward to sitting down with you and you have a great holiday.
Welcome back to the Highland Holiday Hoopfest, brought to you by Steiner Homes. Over 30 years of custom home design. At the conclusion of today's game, we'll name the Crowell Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. Crowell Company's proud to recognize the superheroes on the basketball court. Griffith certainly picking up the momentum here and trying to get some early buckets and quick down into transition and really getting it down into the paint.
Yeah, they've picked up the pace quite a bit, but one of the things with picking up the pace is you're going to have to stop the other team from doing just as they did in the first half with slowing KV down.
Thomas finds Leidendorf. Leidendorf tries to feed it to Thomas. He can't corral that one. Here comes Carden up the floor. He's going to pull up at the arc. Give us to Webster. He's going to drive inside, but no, they're going to call a travel.
Good job with Carden. He can get up the floor in a hurry. Webster's just going to have to take his time there and really get what they want with KV being in control of this game.
4:17 left to play in the quarter.
If If you notice, KV is extending their defensive pressure now as they did in the second quarter.
King able to keep definitely a huge momentum for Griffith there, but that one stopped by Leidendorf on the travel.
Again, that's just poor spacing there by Griffith. They're going to have to space the floor better so that they can get better movement on the offensive end.
Johnson coming out onto the floor as Thomas will take a seat. Phillips started the quarter, and he definitely wants to get back in there, and he is up, and he will get in front of the scorer's table, so the next chance he gets, he will be on the floor. There's KV here. Feed right down low. Mikosh all alone.
At this point in the game, partner, Griffith cannot continue to lose sight of Mikosh as he's scoring around the bucket all game long.
Yeah, certainly two guys you don't want to leave alone are Cardin and Mikosh here, the leading scorers for KV.
KV is extending that pressure again, which makes Griffith take tough shots.
Comes Cardin back down the floor. Mikosh all alone in transition again for an easy bucket.
There's Mikosh again with those long shots, long misses. You get run-outs from the other team.
Leidendorf trying there. Puts up the hook shot, no good. Webster comes down with the rebound.
Would like to see Griffith take their time in a half-court set.
Give this to Webster for a three. A little too strong, hits the back iron. Leidendorf. Siriano now. Pass in the corner, King for three. A little too long.
It's a better job from Griffith there, running a dribble weave.
Mikosh gonna feed right down there. Looked like he might take the charge, but he gives it off to Caldwell.
Griffith looks gassed here. Looks like KV has taken the air out of Griffith in their pressure. Griffith's going to have to do a better job with getting back in transition defense.
This is one of those things, the teams that you play early on in a season, and then you come into a tournament like this, KV's played some tough competition, so they have played up to the competition. Griffith has played 4 games. Competition not nearly as quality as what KV has played. And a teardrop shot put up, no good. Mikosh gets the rebound, though, and puts it back home.
There's Mikosh again. He's getting a free run, rim run. That's what we call from rim to rim without being touched, and he gets a easy layup there.
All right, it'll be a full timeout, so we will go ahead and step aside. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Think all superheroes wear capes? The ones we know wear name badges, aprons, visors, and even during long shifts, they wear smiles. These superheroes are you, our Strack and Van Til associates, and we appreciate all you do, from sanitizing stores, keeping shelves stocked, and providing safe access to food. And when you're asked to go beyond the call of duty, you deliver. You're the unsung superheroes of grocery shopping, and we want to sing your praises. Strack and Van Til is the heart of the neighborhood, and you are the heart and soul of Strack and Van Til.
Welcome back on the Region Sports Network. After a long day, walking into your home should always make you smile. Every family has different needs, and we strive to uniquely design for you. At Steiner Homes, we pride ourselves at designing a home that both fits you and is charming. Also named the play of the game presented by IKOR-CC, the Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio Regional Council of Carpenters. All right, I'm going to put your coaching your coaching hat on, Johnny. What did Coach Bellomini tell Griffith right there?
Just to settle in and not try to play at the pace of KV.
Phillips back in action, pulls up for a three. Just a little bit short. Rebound comes down to Cardin. He's got Caldwell all alone there. Man, they are just looking right down the floor, and the transition game is really beating Griffith here.
That was a great full-court pass by Cardin there. He does a really good job of seeing the floor well.
King trying to get to the rim, but blocked up top. Pass ahead, Caldwell. They're going to call an offensive foul. Bill Shepard couldn't believe the call.
Caldwell
even got the official to laugh a little bit.
Yeah, he used his off arm on the play there. He didn't necessarily have to do it. Had he picked the loose ball up earlier and advanced to Carden, Carden would have had an easy layup.
So Caldwell gets called for the foul. Things do seem to move a little bit smoother with Phillips in the lineup for Griffith, so see if they can get something going here. Sarang.
One of the things I'm noticing that KV is doing is they are wearing Griffith down with the number of players that they're playing.
48 seconds to go in this third quarter. Phillips pulls up. It's going to be just short, and it will go out of bounds. It'll be KV basketball.
That was one of the best defensive possessions that KV has had all day, with forcing Phillips into a tough shot, ultimately an air ball out of bounds. Let's see if KV here gets the last shot of the quarter, which they're looking like they're going to do.
Yeah, they're going to hold it here with 20 seconds left to go in the quarter. Get their guys set up where they want.
Look for KV to get the shot that they want out of this possession.
Passing around the zone right now. Oh, long feet. Oh, I thought they were going to try to feed it to Dykusen, who was cutting to the basket. Give to Phillips right underneath for a basket. That's just what Griffith needed as the quarter comes to an end. His first basket of the third quarter. So we finished 60-27 at the end of 3. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City.
The study help your child needs in school can be as close as your front door, thanks to Equip to Excel, a not-for-profit service providing extraordinary assistance to the communities of Chicagoland. E2E offers one-on-one tutoring in the convenience of your home or location of your choice. From kindergarten to 12th grade, tutors can help with any subject and teach the child habits and study skills that can last a lifetime. Want the best for your child? Contact Equip to Excel or visit our website at equiptoexceltutors.com today.
Coverage of the 2020 Highland Holiday Hoopfest is presented by Steiner Homes. Steiner Homes, Northwest Indiana's home builder authority. At the conclusion of the game, we'll name the Great Lakes Roofing blue-collar player of the game, brought to you by Great Lakes Roofing. Call 886-551-7121 for a free estimate. So KV here, looking for a bucket here to start things up in the fourth quarter. Got a shot up, couldn't get it to fall, though.
That was a nice set from KV going into the fourth quarter there.
Tried to feed it down to Thomas, and a foul going to be called. This one going to be on Carden.
I would look for Griffith to try to build on some of the things that they would like to improve moving forward, with this being the fourth quarter and then being down by so much here.
I'm going to look to Carden getting some scores here in this quarter, because it seems to be the odd quarters, as Thomas able to put one up off the window.
Good job by the drive with Ladendorf right to Thomas. Thomas has been pretty solid for Griffith under the basket all game.
Long pass that gets tipped into the corner. Now a skip pass. It's Riley Jordan in there for KV. Carden. I was going to say, Mikosh had all the points in the even quarters. Or, I'm sorry, in the odd quarters, now in the even quarters. And that one, a three-point basket put up by Matt Caldwell.
Hey, that's a great job by KV. If you notice, they keep their big in the middle of that zone, which makes easier passes to wide-open wing players.
Sarang gives to Phillips. He's going to ride the baseline. Off the window, gets it to roll.
There's Phillips again on that baseline. Got a good drive and layup there. KV is going to have to do a better job defensively with taking away his baseline drives.
And a foul. Foul going to be called on Prince Johnson. That's his first.
Days is shaking his head there. He had an easy layup. He kind of overshot I'm sure he won't overshoot the next one if he gets another opportunity at it.
Dyke using the inbounder. Gives to Jeb Boise. This one picked, still kept by KV. 3-point basket, rattles around, doesn't go. That was Colton Pribble.
Good in and out there by KV. Get the ball to the middle and get it out to the shooters. KV just couldn't knock that one down. Good on-ball defense by Pribble there.
Phillips, jumper no good.
There's another defensive tough possession there by KV. Out and running again with Pribble.
And the foul as Pribble heads to the basket.
Griffith has struggled all game with getting back in transition defense, and it's been no difference here in the start of the fourth quarter.
First free throw rattles around and does fall home. So that yesterday in the Highland game, I've never seen a team get more beneficial roles for buckets.
One of the things I would do with my assistant coaches, I would have them taking notes because we really need to identify some things we need to work on moving forward, and that would really help us in remembering some things.
And you're speaking about the Griffith bench.
Yes.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, you got one more game this evening. You'll have one more coming up on Saturday. Again, the nice thing about this Highland Holiday Hoops Fest, you get 3 games no matter what. Whether you win, lose, doesn't matter. Feed to Thomas. And the bucket.
It's a good give and go there for Thomas. Thomas has played hard all game, and he gets those scrappy buckets around the rim.
Almost jumping into the passing lane was Sereng there. Boise feeds down underneath. I believe that was Dyke using.
Great job for KV, staying on that short corner, running the short corners, and getting the easy layup there.
Shot no good by Griffith. KV going to come back down in transition with 5 minutes to play in this one.
I look for KV to take their time to get exactly what they want. They've been doing it all game, and I don't see anything changing at this point, partner. Good job and their patience there.
Thought about pulling up for 3 there. Was Jordan. He is going to take this shot, though. Going to be just a little bit short. Rebound comes back to Days. He puts it right back home with a jumper, though.
Days is doing a really solid job. Once he catches in the middle, he turns and look opposite for the wide open player to have a good open shot. He's doing a really good job there.
Almost picked off here. Can KV keep it? They do. And now all the way to the rim. Almost trying to dunk it. Can't get it to fall. Thomas comes down as Days wanted to get the dunk. Phillips passes a little bit too high for him, but he's able to save it. And Griffith able to save their possession as Issa in there for Griffith. This one's stolen away, though. Body's hitting the floor. Possession stays with Griffith. Pass to Thomas. Thomas going to take it all the way off the window and gets the score.
That was a nice job by Griffith there, not giving up on the loose ball.
And Griffith calls a timeout. It'll be a full one, so we'll step aside. You are watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
We try to build a home that is really going to catch your attention and you're going to love it from the get-go. And we want it to have curb appeal. We want it to be welcoming. We want it to be warm, to feel like that's a place I want to live. We really enjoy our homes, and we think you would too. We look forward to sitting down with you, and you have a great holiday.
Back to Highland as we are in the final moments of a matchup between KV and Griffith. We'll have our award winners at the end of the game. We are enjoying the pace of play for this one. Obviously, the score majorly favors KV at the moment, but this is one of those situations where you're Griffith, you're finding the things that are weak for you. Transition is clearly a weak spot. Finding full court pressure is a weak spot. So how are you going to talk about that in this time off when you have a consolation game coming up later on this evening, assuming that the score stays the same.
Good job by Coach Bellamini. He's continuing to teach and coach over there, which is really important.
Jude Gott on the floor for KV as well. That three-point shot put up by Pribble.
It's a good inside out there by KV. No matter who they have in the game, their methods are still the same, which is a good job by Coach Bill Shepard.
Phillips finds Issa on the left wing. Comes back to King now. 3:10 left to play in the quarter. Strazo for three. Just a little bit too strong. The out of bounds will go to KV.
It was a good driving kick there. Strazo just missed that one. But it's been one of the few clean looks that Griffith has gotten all morning.
Feed into the middle. This is Gott. That's the hand back out. 3-point shot put up. It's going to be an air ball. It's going to be saved, though. It's going to go out, and Phillips is going to come up with it. Phillips gives to Strazo. Out of bounds, and it'll go to KV. See, the passes are there. They're just not the most sound, or they're just a little bit wild.
Yeah, well, Phillips gave that one up a little bit prematurely. He could have held on to it a little bit longer to see what the defender was going to do, and if the defender backed all the way up, he would have had an open layup himself. That's what made the pass difficult, because the defender read his eyes.
So passing around the perimeter, looking for an open shot. Pribble for three again. Rattles around, doesn't come home.
It was a good look for Pribble there.
Leidendorf with the rebound, going to go all the way for it. They're going to call the charge. I told you, partner, I'm an advocate of the charge, of taking the charge. And look, we've gotten a lot of charges taken today.
Leidendorf has to do a better job of getting to the lane and kicking. He was able to get the defender to commit, which left his teammate wide open in the corner, and should have kicked it for him wide open in three.
Ken Hamstra in the game for KV.
Good patience there by KV.
Here's Gott with a shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, tips it right back in.
Great job by the follow with Gott. He didn't give up on the first attempt, and he got his tip right back in.
Tough defense there. I like the footwork by Gott there. You see when he's trying to get in front of guys, he's not crossing his legs.
No, he's sliding his feet, and the entire KV team defensively are really sound.
Jordan for three.
Good shot by Jordan. He's ready to catch and shoot. Good to see him knock down one. He's been kind of looking to get him one.
Got him to cross over there, try to feed to Issa down in the paint. Let's get it back out. Here's Johnson. Give to Siriano for three. Hits the back of the iron. Rebound going to come down to Griffith, though. Spin move. Oh, just a little bit short on the shot for Leidendorf. I like the spin move, though, to try to get that to the basket. 40 seconds left.
It was a good job there. 30 seconds to go. Let's see if KV just holds the ball. No shots would be a really classy move here by Coach Bill Shepard and his KV team.
Yeah, the final 20 seconds here, just going to be kind of holding this one out. Not trying to make a basket. Griffith not going to foul. It's not going to do anything. So as time winds down, we got 10 seconds. Really good game by KV. I'm excited to see them in the nightcap a little bit later on this evening. They will take on the winner of our next game, which is Munster and Whiting. So the winner will get the winner, this winner, which is KV, will get the winner of that one later this evening. So your final score, 77-35. You are watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
From schools to stadiums, hospitals and bridges, everywhere you look, union carpenters are building Indiana. With jobs and skilled trades in high demand, There's never been a better time to start building your future. As an apprentice, you'll earn a debt-free college degree, earn while you learn, and receive great benefits like healthcare and retirement. So what are you waiting for? Visit carpenters.com to learn more. Visit carpenters.com and start building your future today.
Blythe's Athletics in Valparaiso, whose team has been serving your team since 1959, is a leader in athletic apparel and equipment sales. Whether it's off the rack or customized to your specifications, Blythe's has the products and staff to serve you best. Trophies, embroidering, screen printing, athletic shoes, anything you're looking for, you'll find at Blythe's. Visit them today at teamblythes.com, where the athlete shops.
Those drops of water coming from your ceiling can make a lasting impression on your home or business. Before the tide turns, call Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121. They work with your deadline, not theirs. From businesses to homeowners to property managers, the team of problem solvers at Great Lakes Roofing will be there fast and will exceed your expectations. And when the rain falls again, they will follow up to make sure that you're dry and comfortable. Great Lakes Roofing, 866-551-7121, or on the web at greatlakesroof.com. Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
After a long day, walking into your house should always make you smile. Every family has different needs, and we strive to uniquely design for you. At Steiner Homes, we pride ourselves at designing a home that both fits you and is charming. All right, we saw a good one here. KV getting the win, 77-35 over Griffith. They advanced to the semifinals. Later on tonight, they'll get the winner of the next game that we have, Munster and Whiting. But we have some awards to hand out here. The first is the Crowd Company Lantern Man Superhero of the game. The Crowd Company is proud to recognize the superheroes on the basketball court. And Johnny, who do you have as our superhero of the game?
We're going to go with Nick Mikosh. Nick was all over the place. He was in the right positions at the right times to get the buckets that he knows that he can score, and he did a great job of that, especially in the first half.
Finished with, unofficially by my count, 19 points on the day, so a nice job for Nick Mikosh as our superhero of the game. Time to name the play of the game, presented by IKOR-CC, Training, Professionalism, and Partnerships for Economic Development. Who do you got as, or what do you have as our play of the game?
The full court pass by Elijah Carden in the third quarter to Matt Codwell was one of a kind. I mean, it was three-quarter, almost full court. Codwell was able to catch it and go in for the layup and score.
It really felt at that point that was kind of just the dagger that kind of just ended the game. Not ended the game, but really kind of just realized, like, this one's kind of out of reach for Griffith at this point, unfortunately for them. But, yeah, it was kind of a defining moment that stood out to us. So that is your IKOR-CC play of the game. It is now time to name the Great Lakes Roofing Blue Collar Player of the game, brought to you by Great Lakes Roofing, Chicagoland's #1 commercial roofing contractor. Johnny, who do you got for that one?
I'm going to go back to Elijah Carden. As he were everywhere on the floor, he mixed it up. He got line drives to the basket. He scored pull-up jump shots, three-pointers, sprinted back on D. He kind of led the charge defensively in their press. Elijah Carden was their everything and blue-collar guy this morning.
All right, great pick for our Great Lakes Roofing blue-collar player of the game. Our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, coordinating producer, Nathan Laird, your broadcast crew today, myself, Michael Brenner, and Johnny Ryan. Johnny, back-to-back days, not easy to do, but we're doing it, man. Double headers, back-to-back days. Our game producer, Nathan Laird, and Isaiah Gransberry doing a great job today, so great job to you guys. And on video, Brandon Root, as always, pulling quadruple header yesterday and back at it again today. So our marathon man, if you will. Big thanks to Athletic Director Ryan Harrington at Highland for helping us get prepped for this one. Coach Josh Billamini of Griffith and Bill Shepard of KV for helping us get prepped for this one. And then, of course, you viewers on Facebook.com/RegionSports, YouTube.com/RegionSports, and RegionSports.com. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without you guys, so thank you very much. We got another game coming up between Whiting and Munster in just a few moments, so stay tuned. You're watching Game Day on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.